Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every...
What's up, and welcome to the Workout Nerd Out. I'm Julio Lopez. Anyone that has lost weight probably has a couple things that they wish that they had known before they had started their journey, for a number of reasons. For some, it could have been that dumb things, honestly, that they wish that they hadn't done. Others that they probably should have done that would have sped up the process or made it less difficult for them. The thing is, if you were to ask 100 different people that had success in their weight loss journey, you would probably get 100 different tips and tricks for making that happen. When looking at weight loss, try looking at it in a strictly scientific lens. There's no one diet, exercise, lifestyle, or strategy that caused the weight loss. But what you will find is a common denominator for every single person that has lost weight is that they were burning off more calories than they were taking in. This is what's known as a caloric deficit. I'm Julio Lopez. I've got my master's degree in nutrition, as well as being a certified strength and conditioning specialist and a personal trainer with 8 years of experience as a personal trainer. One thing that's important is when people say that it's not the exercise, that it's the diet that is most important for losing weight, well, technically, yes, they are correct, considering that it's easier to increase the caloric deficit through your caloric intake, through how much food you're eating, than it is to burn calories. For instance, walking or running a mile will burn approximately 100 calories for the average person. Obviously, a larger person is going to be burning more calories, but for most people, it's usually somewhere around the 100 calories, either when you're running or when you're walking. And again, obviously, if you're running, you're going to be burning slightly more calories. That's just because it's more high intensity and there's more movement going on. However, just like folks that burn out when they're working out super intensely, like the folks that go on their New Year's resolutions workouts and they go super duper hard, but because they tried too hard too soon, they kind of flame out, which unfortunately it does happen, and I hope that hasn't happened to you. You kind of get the same thing for folks that try going a little too hard too soon with their diets. For example, let's say that they were consuming fast food every day of the week because they worked a 9 to 5, and every lunchtime they would go out to whatever fast food restaurant was nearby and immediately try to abandon that cold turkey. Of course, for some people that could be a thing, and they can find success with that, but for a lot more people, it's going to be more difficult to do that. Second thing that you need to consider are the facts about rapid weight loss. So here's this young lady. Let's share the video really fast.
I lost 60 pounds in 4 months, and here are things I wish somebody would have told me. You don't have to work out to lose weight. Most of your weight loss comes from your diet, not exercise. What you eat doesn't really matter. It's the amount.
So trust her for a word and assume that she did lose that much weight that fast, which is great. I'm sure she worked really hard to get to that, but there's a couple things that you really need to know about weight loss, and especially rapid weight loss. So as described in the author manuscript by Drs. Kevin Hall and Scott Kahn, quote, obesity interventions typically result in early rapid weight loss followed by a weight plateau and progressive regain. Probably the most famous case of a person that had lost weight and slowly regained it back is Oprah Winfrey. Back in the 90s, she had lost about 80 pounds, if I remember correctly. When she started her talk show, she was a little overweight and she lost a whole bunch of weight, ran a full marathon, and obviously she's gained weight for a number of reasons. And that coincides with what Drs. Hall and Kahn had mentioned in their manuscript. The thing is, with most weight loss plans that are offered by personal trainers or nutritionists that lack a deep understanding of nutrition and don't have the education to back up what their weight loss plans have, they ultimately fail. And the big problem with these is that they often leave open the likelihood of regaining weight because there's no plan for the weight loss maintenance. As suggested by Drs. Kahn and Hall, after weight loss, there has to be ongoing clinical care and counseling to create a support structure and a sustainable lifestyle for the years after weight loss. When it comes to weight loss and exercise, or weight loss versus exercise, how some people want to look at it, this is called dichotomous thinking. Just like when one side says you don't have to work out to lose weight, and another side saying you have to work out every day to lose weight. For the short term, you're going to lose weight whichever side you go with. But for the long term, both are going to sputter and fail and fall apart in the months and years after the weight loss. Losing weight without exercise will yield substantial muscle loss. And losing weight with high intensity exercise, really intense exercise, can lead to muscle injuries from overtraining, ligament and tendon strains, or even possibly tears. If you get that, guess what? You can't work out. And what's going to happen to that person? You'll find the most likelihood of long-term success is somewhere in the middle. While the weight loss might not be quite as rapid if you go on either end of the spectrum, it will make the weight loss last longer. The fourth thing that I want you to get across to you is to start looking at a weight loss journey, not so much just the weight loss, but the weight loss maintenance as the ultimate goal. Sure, it must be great to lose 50 pounds, but what is it worth if you lose the 50 pounds only to regain it back? Every year, Americans spend billions and billions on weight loss supplements, diets, workout programs, which only provide short-term success. Then the weight is regained, and that just leads to an ongoing endless cycle. Crazy high-intensity workouts lose their appeal over time. Over time, you'll be fatigued all the time, and you're probably going to be injured. Seek a diet and exercise program that appeals to you and that you feel confident that you'll stick with for the next 10 years. So that does it with the Workout Nerd Out. I'm Julio Lopez. If you got any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.